Yeah, so we actually have two reps sitting to my left right now. One is made. I've been paid $109,000 in 2 months. The other one's been paid $89,000 in 2 months. Legit numbers, not fabricated. We paid $1.7 million in commissions this year and almost $65,000 in bonuses.
What's up? It's your boy Lee Haight. I'm here in the Blue Collar Boardroom, and I got some special guests, and they are from the Ohio State. What's
Number
up,
one.
guys?
OH. How you doing?
Zach and Alex, and I want to say welcome to the Blue Collar Boardroom. Here, where our purpose is to raise the status of blue collar entrepreneurs. We're flipping white collars to blue collars, and we're in a modern day gold rush that is the home service contracting industry. So y'all are holding it down out there in Ohio. So
Absolutely.
Talk to me a little bit about what you were doing before you were in the home service contracting business.
Yeah, so essentially, I was in the gym industry. I was working for LA Fitness for an extended period of time, selling gym memberships. I had kind of worked myself up the ranks, done very well, was kind of at the top tier of where you could be in the gym industry, and then Alex came along.
Yeah, I was selling life insurance for about 18 months. Absolutely hated it. I got filled with a bunch of empty promises. I worked for a great company, but they tell you that you're going to make $90,000 a year your first year in there, and I think I cleared maybe 27. Barely could pay bills. Me and my wife were struggling very, very hard. It was a really, really rough time. And then actually one of my clients owned a roofing company. Didn't know that. He was one of my gym buddies. He used to come in and beat up tattered clothes, and that was, no bother to me. I ran into another client at the gym who was asking me some questions, found out that I sold life insurance, wanted me to set him up a retirement plan. So, I said, and I wasn't thinking anything of it. I figured it'd be, a small check, okay, great. Guy came up in a brand new Mercedes AMG, wearing a Rolex and a Louis Vuitton gym bag that I'd never seen before. And I said, what the heck do you do? He said, man, I own a roofing company. And I said, well, I think I should start roofing then. So maybe 3 months in, I had outsold every single one of his salesmen. I made enough money that I didn't have to work all winter long. Ended up getting really bored after playing video games for about 3 solid weeks. So I went and ended up selling some gym memberships just to make some extra cash and find something to do. And that's where I met Zach. And that was 4.5 years ago. And now we're killing it.
Yeah, so
Number one company in Columbus, Ohio, and fastest growing company in the whole state. Did y'all go to college?
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, I went to Mount Vernon Nazarene University for about 5.5 years. Got 2 degrees that I don't utilize in any way, shape, or form. One's exercise science degree. One is a business degree as well. So I'm sure I use my business a little bit, but the actual degree, I've never gone into any field and had a job related to that.
Yeah, I actually spent 3 years at West Virginia University. Started there pre-med. Did not do a whole lot other than party, because that's what West Virginia University is very, very good at. Took a couple years off school, went back for 3 more, got a little more dedicated that time, and I was Dean's and President's List for 6 semesters straight, majoring in business finance.
And was there anything specific in business school that prepared you for business?
Not
Absolutely
at all. Not one bit.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, that's part of the reason why I'm doing this podcast is because, there's, a bullshit scam lie told to people about going to college, getting a corporate job. And there's a lot of people out there that want something cool, like being an insurance agent.
Sure.
I'm sure the allure of, a white collar job like that, kind of attracted you into it.
For sure.
When you first thought about being a roofer, you weren't thinking about roofing. You were thinking about that Louis Vuitton bag and that Rolex.
That's
Of course,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Well, I actually spent a summer roofing. That's what had got me started in the industry when I was 18, and I was lugging bundles of shingles up a ladder and hand hammering nails, because that's how we did it. And it was hard work. And when he said, I do roofing, that's exactly where my head went. And then he said, no. My guys do sales, and we have guys, we have our crews install the roofs. And I was like, okay, well, obviously you're doing fairly well if you're driving a brand new Mercedes and you have a Rolex and Louis Vuitton gym bag. So figured I'd give it a try.
So in 4 years, you've expanded the business into a couple of states. It's crazy kind of thinking about the statistics. They say that the average business, usually, I don't know how many businesses are doing 7 figures in revenue, but 50% of businesses fail after the first year, and another 50% fail in the next 5 years. And so, what I really think is inspiring is that your business has grown like incredibly. Can you talk to me about like the trajectory and growth of your business the last few
Yeah,
years?
it's been astronomical. In about 4.5 years, we've opened a location in Columbus, Ohio, obviously, in Tampa, Florida. We also have a location that's blasting off first of the next year. It's going to be in Pittsburgh, and then we're kind of looking in the direction of Nebraska, also Cincinnati and Dayton, and then in Orlando as well. And that's just the roofing company. We own several other businesses as well. We own a granite company, the Granite Guys, that's located in Worthington, Ohio, and also Lifetime Quality Restoration and Construction, which is a restoration-based business as well. Not to mention a couple other things. But
Mold, fire, water, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So, see, the thing about it is like there's a big opportunity for people that want to apply, business principles to a blue collar contracting
For sure.
business. And you've scaled a sales organization, and so it's hard to go from a contractor who's fixing stuff to building sales teams, creating sales systems. And what I love most about what y'all do is you care about integrity before profit, impact before income. But what do you think makes your growth or sales system unique?
Well, probably the way we go about doing our insurance claims. It's different than any other company, and we hold that proprietary information very, very close to the chest. A lot of the laws set up in the states that we are running our businesses are all in favor of the homeowner, so the insurance company can't take advantage of them. Or at least, they and the insurance companies still try, but we know how to go to bat for our homeowners and get them what they deserve. About 95% of the time, that's actually our standing approval rating is 95%. So if we go out there and tell you have damage and that you should call your roof in for storm claim, 95% of the time, you're getting a full replacement on
not
that.
only that, I think it has to do with our attention to detail and quality. That's why it's in our name. We care about the quality of work that we put out. If you look us up online, we have an astronomical amount of 5-star reviews, and that's great for our salesmen because they can point every homeowner in the direction of our Better Business Bureau or Google, and that helps them out with the sale.
Yeah, so just speaking with some of your sales reps earlier, you paid $59,000 to a rep this month. You've got reps that are earning like. What are your top reps earning?
Yeah, so we actually have 2 reps sitting to my left right now. One is been paid $109,000 in 2 months. The other one's been paid $89,000 in 2 months. Legit numbers, not fabricated. We've paid $1.7 million in commissions this year and almost $65,000 in bonuses. So pretty crazy. But our top producer is probably going to make this year upwards of $450,000.
And that's why I say the largest commissions in direct sales come in the roofing business, baby.
Absolutely, 100%.
And roofing's a high ticket item, and we get insurance to cover it. We work with banks to get them funded, but people's got to protect their most important investment. And so, one of the biggest fears about people is getting into this business and going door to door. Now, I'm fixing to show a clip because y'all haven't seen me get punched in the face. There's a video that I made of me knocking doors and look, I've knocked 50,000 doors, so this is like literally the worst thing that can happen when you go to the doorstep, okay? And it really wasn't that bad. It got me fired up to go knock some more doors. But basically, I walked into this guy's yard and got into some words, and he punched me right in the face. And, a lot of people are afraid to knock on doors, but, what's the worst that can happen? Were y'all afraid of knocking on doors when you first got started?
For sure, yeah.
100%.
I think everybody's a little uncomfortable, but, in order to get the type of money that you want, you have to get outside your comfort zone. It's important, and we built this business on door knocking. Yeah. That's one of the things that we instill in all their guys. No matter how many leads we have coming through, the pipeline will always be door knocking.
Yeah, we'll actually drive by. When we were out canvassing neighborhoods and whatnot, we'd see roofs, missing shingles, damage. We would drive to a roof down the street, no visible damage on it whatsoever, and that would be the first door that we'd go knock that day because it was about getting the jitters out.
Yeah.
You didn't want to ruin it and say the wrong thing to the roof that's obviously going to get replaced because you want that roof. So,
For sure.
There's a big bag of money sitting up there, and you want to get up on that roof and get that bag of money. So, we drive down the street, and if you could talk your way onto a roof that was 5 years old with no visible damage whatsoever, you should have no problem getting on a roof that has visible missing, shingles from the ground, especially if the person's got a good insurance.
Yeah, and that's why I call it like the ultimate pitch, because if somebody's got an old roof, they know they're going to need it. We walk by their roof, we say we can get it covered by the insurance company, and it's like, yeah, you can take a look. It's like not a hard sell. It's not like we're asking them for money right then or asking them for huge amounts out of pocket. That's why, it's really not that big a deal to go knock doors. That's why I don't know what this guy was drinking, but I'm going to move to the clip, okay? So here I am, we're in Florida, and I spot, and this house is about 4 houses down from a job that's being built. and I saw this old 20-year-old tile roof. It's discontinued, and I saw a big truck in the driveway, so I knew that the customer was home. So we'll see if we can pick this up on sound. But I'll give you a little play-by-play. You know, it's funny. Knocking on a door, sometimes they don't come to the door right off the bat, you know, but I'll knock on the door, I'll ring the doorbell, and this guy, like, looked around because the car was in the driveway. I don't know, maybe that pissed him off. I don't know really what was going on. Oh, there he goes.
Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. My name's Lee. I'm so sorry. My name's Lee. I'm taking care of your neighbor's roof. This is a No Roof Left Behind campaign. Our neighborhood is trying to save the property value one roof at a time. You have a 20-year-old roof, and I want to make sure that you... Get off my property now!
Oh, man.
Call the cops. No problem. I'm calling. Look at you in my gate. No, it was open. What the fuck you going in my gate? Well, because I was saying... Get out my goddamn gate!
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
No!
Oh, he said, I'm getting my gun.
Get out of the yard! Get out of the yard! I could have whooped that motherfucker. Get out of my yard! It's my gate and it's not open. That's it. Film it. You hit me, man. Yeah, that's right. I was trying to help you.
Oh, my Lord have mercy.
Jeez, oh man.
Oh, that inspired me, man. It made me feel like a lowly roofing peddler. But have you ever felt like a lowly roofing peddler?
Yeah.
I think sometimes, yeah. I think that's some reservations people have, you know, jumping into the industry from maybe a corporate job or a large big box type job. But, you know, with the type of money that can be made,
Do
it
you know how
doesn't
much
matter.
the commission on that job
Yeah,
was?
exactly.
The commission on that job would have been $20,000. Okay, so I'll shovel shit all afternoon
Absolutely.
with my bare hands for $20,000.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if it can happen in half a day, come on. Like, who wouldn't? So the point I'm making is like, yeah, that's the worst that can happen. I was inspired to go talk to some more people. Actually, I went back to the house that I was building the roof, and I made a Facebook video, a build video, and it was a different kind of build video. I literally went play by play through the process of building the roof. I had a different kind of enthusiasm and energy, and we put a geofence around the area, and I don't know what happened, but instead of having to knock on doors, we got like $2 million in business off of that ad. So the guy punched me in the face, but you know, you can take any negative and turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
You can, you know, anytime that you're out there knocking doors and you get a no, you know, and you get a little rejection, what does that usually mean?
Oh, the person's undereducated on what is going on with their own property.
I think it motivates our guys too, because when they do sell a house in that neighborhood, you know, we do our guerrilla type marketing where we door hanger the doors, we put signs in the yard, we hang it after every other roof that we do, and then eventually that person calls you, and that's the biggest win you could ever get, is selling that roof 100%. After they told you no to your face.
When you care so much about quality, when you stand behind your work, when you have integrity first, then you believe in your product.
Of course.
And so, you know, there's a bunch of fucking snowflakes out there that don't really know what to do. They're not making the money they deserve. They may be afraid of rejection, but the truth is like, in order to get something good in life, there's fucking natural resistance. Now, y'all are in the gym pumping the iron. What? How would you get any gains without putting in the pain and the work? I mean,
no.
I mean,
nothing.
Absolutely not.
I think you have to get outside your comfort zone.
And it's not just pumping the weights. It's eating a restricted, eating not a restricted diet, but eating the right diet. You know, being healthy, getting enough sleep. All those things that push your life forward to get those gains that you want. And what's great about us, most of our salesmen are guys that are like-minded. They mostly, no offense, Brandon, mostly guys that are going to the gym, pumping iron, and they're determined and they work hard. And those habits are great when you're bringing on a new salesman, because you say, well, they've already got all the ingredients to make the stew. Yeah. We just got to show them how to make it.
We love that type of that person's involvement in that type of industry too, because it speaks leaps and bounds for their ability to create a schedule and stick to it, a routine, and that's a huge thing in our industry, because you have freedom of schedule, and you have to be able to make your own schedule and stick to that.
Yeah, not just freedom of schedule. What I think is really cool, what you've done is you've created a branch in Tampa, Florida. So it gets cold and it's December, and it's cold in Ohio, and now your Tampa branch is flourishing. Y'all did $12 million in business in Tampa.
Yeah, that's correct.
And what's the difference of doing business in Tampa versus doing business in Ohio?
Shooting fish in a barrel.
Is it really that easy?
Oh my gosh. The guys in Ohio we can get roofs replaced off of 1 or 2 shingles, but if you see a missing shingle in Ohio, you're dancing. You're like, oh, this is great. We got a missing shingle. This is going to get replaced. Down in Florida, these guys are going down there, 1 missing shingle, and now it's half of a neighborhood, and there's 50, and you can see them all from the ground. I mean, they're calling in roofs left and right. Yeah.
Wow. And I'm just thinking about what kind of like market Tampa is. It's huge. There's so many roofs that have to be done, and it goes down to Sarasota and all those areas. I mean, millions of households, and there hadn't been a big hurricane, but there's still straight line winds and a lot of damage. And so, do you have problems getting the insurance company to pay in Tampa?
Not really. Actually, we have a huge. We're like you said, we're about 90 to 94% success rate and approval ratio.
Wow.
Anything we call in, so we don't. It's
it's
pretty cut and dry.
In Tampa,
we're hiring in both areas right now.
In Ohio, and
absolutely.
in Tampa. Yeah. And if somebody comes on board, what does their first week in the job look like?
Yeah, so typically we have like a 7-day training protocol that we'll put the guys through, where they go through each step of our process and break it down. We train them on all of our systems, all of our company flow, paperwork, everything. We give them the tools to be successful. And then, like you said, we do give them the opportunity in the winter when it's a little slower to go down to Tampa to be able to work if they want to do that. We pay for housing for them to go down there, and then they kind of just get residual money when they come back that they're getting paid from back-end checks from Tampa while they're in Ohio, and so on and so forth. That rolls forward. So
that and the weather difference isn't too bad during the winter.
Of course.
No. You got guys that are earning that kind of money. You got people. A lot of the people that come into the roofing business may be single. They may be willing to do whatever it takes to have that kind of life-changing money. And so, even if you travel down to Tampa for the winter time and come back to Ohio, you can travel back and forth to your family and stuff. But,
absolutely.
The thing is it keeps you having the opportunity to do roofs all the time. And, y'all have a great web presence. You are investing into digital marketing. You are creating leads for your sales reps. So people that come into your business, they're not just only knocking on doors.
For sure.
You're investing into getting leads. What I would say is why wouldn't someone want to come to work for you in Ohio? What would hold them back? Is it security, comfort? What is it?
I think it's just the ability to switch from that comfortable position, that 9-to-5 type cushy job that they have right now, and kind of go off on a full commission type job. But as you can see through our sales reps that we have now, kind of their testimonials, the money's there. You just got to put in the effort.
So I want y'all's number one sales tip. First, start with you, and I want you to tell me like the number one thing you see that makes you successful in sales.
Habit.
I love that.
Habit. Be habitual. Do the things that you're supposed to do and continue to do them, because the fortune in any sales, fortune's in the follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a homeowner and you told him you're going to, do what you say you're going to do.
Right.
You tell a homeowner you're going to call him at 8 a.m. on Monday. You better be ringing his phone at 8 a.m. on Monday. If you're going to tell somebody you're going to be at his adjustment, you're there. You tell somebody you're going to be at a contract signing, you're there. You're there ahead of time. You do everything you say you're going to do, because you don't want to leave any doubt in your customer's mind that you're not the right person to help them.
No, that's exactly. We live in a transparent world where internet's connected, bad reviews can happen. I know that your policy about, making sure that you have 100% customer satisfaction is the backbone of your business. But it's not like we're trying to hard pressure close people. We're trying to solve people's problems. We have a wonderful value. We do great work.
Sure.
I wouldn't even call it sales.
No, we're a service company.
That's exactly
right. We provide a service. And actually, we laugh because we feel like we're some of the best door-to-door sales, quote unquote salespeople in the country, because we go out and we're not selling a AEP package or a security system that we make $25 on. We're getting somebody to commit to $10, $20, $30, $40,000, and their investment, their home is always their biggest investment, and they're trusting us to protect that after meeting them for less than 30 minutes, getting up and doing an inspection.
And of course, the homeowner, and of course, the homeowner only pays their deductible. That's
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely.
So what's your number one tip on sales?
I think it's drive. I think
drive.
it's
I love that.
I think it's drive. Like you just showed, that could knock somebody completely on their ass. That could stop somebody from wanting to go out and continue. But if you have that drive, you're not going to stop. You're going to use that as fuel and motivation and going forward. And you have to have that as being a door-to-door sales, or really in any sales type job.
So how can these guys connect with you? Are you on Instagram, Facebook? How can they connect with you online?
Yeah, we're on Instagram and Facebook.
What's your Instagram handle?
The Instagram handle is lifetime_roofing. And then Facebook, obviously, Lifetime Quality Roofing. You can find us.
Nice. So if you're looking to work with these guys, you're in Ohio, you're in Tampa, they're actually, you have online training, you're going to give them your...
For sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
With Sky Diamonds, you actually can create your own online training platform.
Yep.
And these guys have, started to create their own content, for your own system, because
Yeah.
you do things your own way about, getting all the roofs bought. You said that your buy ratio in both places is like 90%.
Yeah.
95.
And that to me is amazing, because, that just shows that you're dealing with quality. So, I want to tell y'all, man, thank you so much for being a part
Absolutely.
of our program.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here, man. I
Yep.
really, really appreciate it. You're going to bring massive value to the listeners out there, and certainly to everybody in the Sky Diamonds Network. So
For sure, thank you.
I'm really honored to have y'all, and your team. You got some rock stars here. So
We're excited. Yep.
yeah. Thanks
Looking
a lot.
at a few more.
All right, guys. All right.
Thanks.
So if you want to join a winning team, if you're a top performer, if you're sick and tired of mediocre pay and you want to do something about it, you hate your boss, you think your college degree is a waste of time, if you're in the gym, you're pumping iron, you're making gains, but you're not making those financial gains, these are the guys to talk to. You can give them a call at 614-407-ROOF. That's 604-407-7663. I'm Lee Haight, your host of Blue Collar Boardroom. I'm your guide to Blue Collar Millions. Until next time, hey, thanks a lot for listening. Thanks, guys.
a lot.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Cool.
Cool.